If you are also the guy who's staring at the chart every morning, don't know how to create your daily bias, where price supposed to go in this session, you don't know like how to create your conviction, either market going to bullish or bearish, or sometimes you have your daily bias but you don't have that self-confidence to take that trade, like what's the reason behind go to that certain level and why price reacted the key zones, and each and everything I am going to cover in this video. If you are also struggling with creating your daily bias, if you don't know why price supposed to go there, the actual four reason why market move, so this video is completely for you. In this video I'm going to completely break down each and everything as simple as I can, and I am guarantee you after watching this video you will completely master the daily bias, like how to create your daily bias every day, what the reason behind market going there, what the actual four reason, and you will also trade like a professional trader. Keep watching this video, believe me, trust on me guys, keep watching this video. So let's jump to the charts. So yeah, before going into that, you need to know why market move, what the actual four reason why market move, why market react at this certain level, like market is going to 100 buy side liquidity, what the reason behind that. That's actual four reason why market moved. So the four reason is like market moved to hunt liquidity, rebalance to inefficiency, inefficiencies equal to like higher time frame PDA, higher time frame FEGs, new week opening gaps, and rebalance to equilibrium and generate liquidity. That's the actual four reason why market move. You might be heard from me in my trade recaps like, guys, I want to first price sweep that sell side liquidity and then rebalance back to that 4 hour inefficiency because that's equilibrium of the range. This is the actual reason why I'm saying that. Okay, so yeah, let's jump to the charts. Okay, whenever I come into the market, like how I create my daily bias. First, I come into the market and do my top down analysis. What I mean by top down analysis, first I go into the higher time frame, like daily. I start from daily, like okay, daily time frame we are completely bullish. What we ended up doing, we just ended up bouncing back to this inefficiency and start again bottom. Okay, the on the higher time frame daily I am extremely bullish, so I was zoomed in into the 4 hour. What we ended up doing on the 4 hour, right here we just sweep out the sell side liquidity. Right here we just sweep out the sell side liquidity, give displacement for the buy side. Okay, right here we just ended up rebalance back to this inefficiency. Right here rebalance back to this inefficiency, we sweep out sell side liquidity again right here, and what we ended up doing. And so right here, what four reason look like? Initially I taught you right, market only move on the four reasons. So what four reason look like? Market only move to hunt liquidity, rebalance to equilibrium, rebalance to inefficiency, and generate liquidity. So what we're doing right here, we just rebalance back to equilibrium right here. Okay, we just rebalance back to equilibrium, we just rebalance back to this 4 iron efficiency right here, which we ended up made. Just rebalance back to this 4 iron efficiency, you just ended up rebalance back to equilibrium, we hunt liquidity, and what we ended up doing, we just generating buy side liquidity. We have this buy side liquidity, we have this buy side liquidity, we have this buy side liquidity. So this is how I approach the market. Like on the daily time frame we are extremely bullish, we ended up bounce back to this daily inefficiency, again give display for the buy side. I was zoomed in into the 4 hour. Okay, what we ended up doing on the 4 hour, we just on the 4 hour we just slowly rebalance back to the equilibrium, we just ended up hunting liquidity, we are generating liquidity for the buy side. Trend is completely for the buy side. Okay, so I was zoomed in into the 1 hour time frame. Okay, on the 1 hour time frame, what we ended up doing, we just rebalance back to this inefficiency right here. Okay, we have rebalanced back to this inefficiency right here. We hunt all the sell side liquidity right here. So me to getting bullish, I want some sort of high time frame confirmation. Like if we ended up ran through this gap, so then I completely looking for the buy side. Okay, right here for my bullish bias, I still want price to inverse this gap. So I will leading extremely bullish and target all that buy side liquidity. I just waiting for them, and I was okay. I was waiting for, let me mark out the New York Open. Okay, what we ended up doing right here, we just invert this gap, on the higher time frame, we rebalance back, we actually complete four reason. That's a plus setup guys, that's a plus setup. We actually complete four reason, rebalance back to this 1 hour and higher time frame 4 hour inefficiency, we hunt liquidity, we generate liquidity, and right here on the lower time frame like 1 hour, we actually get displacement back up, we just invert this gap, and we right here we close above the last series of down close candle, which is technically called CISD. Price close above that, that's called market structure shift, whatever you call. So right here I again, what I'm doing right here, I'm again wait for price to do actual four reason. Okay, like price is completely fractal, I'm doing the same shit on the low time frame what I'm doing on the higher time frame. Like on the higher time frame, what I did, I just wait for price to rebalance back to equilibrium, rebalance back to inefficiency, hunt liquidity, and generate liquidity for my target. Right here I'm doing the same thing. Okay, so I basically wait for price to came down, rebalance back to equilibrium, hunt some sort of internal range liquidity to me to target external range liquidity. That's actually easy. Okay, that actually easy guys. Okay, I'm not erasing the fib right here. I just wait for price to do some sort of turtle soup right here. We have actually two lows. Both I just marked out as turtle soup right here. So we have this huge displacement back up. So inside that, I was just waiting for price to rebalance back and just reach our key level. I'm not touching the market if price again is straight bottom from here, because as a trader, we just trading is become so much easy when you just letting the market do what it want to do. Just mark out the key zone and just wait for them. Because right here, I'm not touching anything. If market is straight bottom, okay, there's not opportunity in the market, because 99% of the time trading is just art of doing nothing. Because as a trader, we just have to wait patiently in the market and let it do what it want to do. Okay, right now I'm just waiting and watching the price action. Okay, if I got opportunity market, if market came down, hunt this lows right here. Okay, these two lows right here rebalance back to this inverse fair value gap. Okay, we ended up creating this 1 hour inversion. If we again pull back to this 1 hour inversion, which is called inefficiency, what I teach you, inefficiency is basically called higher time frame PD raise, higher time frame inefficiencies, inverse fair value gap, new week opening gaps, and like all this stuff, that's called inefficiency. I just wait for 4 reasons. Okay, if market possibly came down, then I will looking for buy. Okay, right here I'm just watching. Okay, what even like what price doing right here, we just again generating buy side liquidity. Okay, market was open. Okay, we immediately bought up. We just sweep this sell side liquidity and then we immediately bought up. I'm not touching anything just because we didn't rebalance back. That's so much far premium in the range. Okay, right here, our equilibrium is right here. I'm not touching the market because that's premium, and premium entry is not every time that's so much good. Not every time it will good. I was low key. I've just shift to low time frame. No trade, no trade. I'm not taking anything. Okay, right here. Maybe we okay. I thought maybe we should respect that inefficiency, but it didn't ended up. We are right here. We are still generating that buy side liquidity. Okay, we are still generating buy side liquidity. Uh, if like on the higher time frame, yeah, on the higher time frame, we are still have liquidity pools right here. Okay, all will liquidity, even though we generate liquidity. Okay, we are just generating liquidity. This low, this high, this high, this high, this high. Okay, all that these highs, all these highs, and okay, right here what we ended up doing, we just again sweep out internal sell side liquidity right here. So I just basically wait for either price invert all these gaps and again just continue their bearish momentum. I'm not touching anything because I'm not a predictor, guys. Higher time frame I have bias because price should push higher from right here, just because right here we are in the equilibrium, I think. Okay, we are in the equilibrium, guys. We are in the equilibrium. We rebalance back to inefficiency. We hunt again internal lows right here. So I just basically wait for higher time frame or maybe low time frame price to invert this gap. We have 5 minute inversion right here. If we close above that, then I'm maybe looking for buys and target all this buy side liquidity we have generated. Waiting. Okay, we displace back up on the 1 minute. Okay, we displace back up on the 1 minute. 5 minute, five. I'm not touching the market because 5 minutes is still respecting through that bearish fair value gap. Okay, okay, okay. 5 minute. We actually right now we actually close above this inverse fair value gap. So now I'm looking for the bias. Okay, now I'm looking for the bias. I just basically wait for price to retest, putting stop at this low, and this basically my first target would be my first target, and then I will looking to like these highs. Let me mark out the buy side liquidities, guys. This buy side liquidity, this buy side liquidity, and I think this buy side liquidity. I'm just waiting for price to pull back to this inefficiency right here, just because we ended up sweeping internal sell side. That's how I align higher time frame with the low time frame. On the higher time frame, like guys, let me simplify this. Okay, we actually hit the target. Like okay, what we doing on the higher time frame? We on the higher time frame, daily order flow has been extremely bullish. We just ended up bouncing back to this inefficiency, sweep out sell side liquidity, displacement back up. I just again wait for price to do four thing. Okay, we just ended up slowly rebalance back to this 4 inefficiency. We hunt liquidity, we generate liquidity, rebalance back to equilibrium. Okay, right here we sweep out sell side liquidity. I zoomed in into the one hour time frame. I was like, okay, we have 1 hour inefficiency, which also holding price for bullish momentum. I was like, if me too getting bullish, I want price to run through this fair value gap. Okay, we just invert them again. Bullish confirmation for me. Although we close above the last series of down close candle. Okay, higher time frame we are bullish. Low time frame I was bullish. So I again wait for, okay, we have a huge displacement back up for the buy side. So what I want from the market, I want price to rebalance back, hunt internal low, hunt internal liquidity, which we sweep right here. This is what I told you guys. Me to getting bullish, I want price to sweep internal range liquidity, then I'm going to target external range liquidity. We open immediately bought up. I didn't take any trade just because that's far premium in the range. That's far premium in the range. I told you guys I'm not taking anything just because that we didn't tag into the equilibrium. Okay, that even though that's far in the premium. Okay, we just bought up. We right here, what we ended up doing on the 1 minute, what we ended up doing on the one, we are generating buy side liquidity. Okay, I was like, okay, we are generating buy side liquidity. I'm not touching the market because again, big drag candle back down. I was like, okay, right here we rebalance back to equilibrium. We again sweep out internal sell side liquidity. On the 5 minute we invert this gap. Okay, on the 5 minute we invert this gap, and we again displacement back up right here. Right here displacement back up. I just waiting for price to pull back to this inefficiency. Oh, maybe okay, I'm enter right here. 5 cons. Stop at this candle low. All my target through this. Basically, I'm not targeting all that high just because I'm absorbing some sort of, that's profit absorption. I'm scale some sort of my contract right here, some sort of right here, some sort of right here, some sort of right here, all that. And okay, okay, SL to break even. I absorb some right here. Oh, here we go. Here we go, guys. That's actual simple. That's actual simple, guys. I actually told you like this is what need to happen. Me to getting bullish. That's actually four reason market. It's nothing tough. Like you just need to watch the market and the four reason of market move. Wait for them. Mark out your key zone and just waiting for them. You might be asking like why this trade ended up came down. Why this trade ended up playing just because I didn't take my entry because that's far premium in the range. Right here we rebalance back to equilibrium, we sweep out sell side liquidity, internal sell side to be swept, displacement back up. On the 5 minute we invert that gap. I was basically waiting for price to retest that inversion. Okay, I took my entry, target all that buy side liquidity. That's what internal range liquidity target to external range liquidity. Okay, again next day. Okay, we still have potential to sweep all that buy side liquidity, might be to the all-time highs right here, guys. Oh, we straight hunt to the buy side liquidity. That's all-time high. I just told you. Okay, again new bias. Just redraw everything. Mark out the Wednesday, Thursday, New York session. Okay, right here we just ended up completing this model right here. Okay, we just sweep out buy side liquidity on the daily time from that same inefficiency we just made yesterday. We just came back to this inefficiency again, displacement back up. So guys, right here at the all time I'm expecting slow P. What my reason behind slow P? Just because we don't have actual reason for market to move. Just because right here we ended up completing the model. Right here we have reason for price to moving higher just because buy side has been resting right here. That's why I'm expecting slow efficiency at the all-time highs. Okay, because yeah, right here we right now on the daily time frame we don't have any enough confirmation for the buy side just because we complete the market maker buy model, hunt that buy side liquidity going into the 4 hour time frame. Like what 4 hours is showing us, sweep out buy side liquidity. So right here we just ended up creating the huge 4 hour inefficiency, Okay, what my 4 reason look like: rebalance to inefficiency, rebalance to equilibrium, hunt liquidity, generate liquidity. So okay, so I might expect. Um, Wait a second, guys. Like how I create my conviction, my like my I might expect price to pull back to this inefficiency. Pull back to this inefficiency. The reason behind I'm saying this pull back to this 4 are huge inefficiency just because we have reason about them. Like I want something like market should open, we should move higher to take some sort of internal buy side liquidity and then slowly rebalance back to this 4 hour inefficiency. This is what I want because okay, that in this again 4 reasons also completed. You might be saying like, oh Pranshu, what how you can create that 4 reason we just straight rally more than like 400 points. Like how you create a 4 reason. Like yeah, I'm creating 4 reason actually just what we ended up doing. When we straight move up, we just generating sell side liquidity, we just generating sell side. All this sell side liquidity we didn't ended up sweeping any lows right here. Okay, we just straight move up, we have rebalance, we have this 4 and efficiency, and if I'm putting the fib right here, I want price to rebalance back to equilibrium, at least in this inefficiency. Okay, at least this inefficiency I'm expecting price to fall back inside this inefficiency just because for reason rebalance back to inefficiency, rebalance back to equilibrium, hunt liquidity and generating liquidity. We are generated liquidity for this sell side, we have inefficiency, we have to rebalance. Okay, that's 4 reason look like. Still I want some sort of confirmation, higher time frame, 5 minute. Okay, 9:30 market would be open. Okay, we are still moving higher. What we ended up doing right here, guys, we are just generating all this low resistance liquidity run. We have all this low resistance liquidity. I want smooth run toward this sell side liquidity. Even though EGS session low, that's also yeah even okay. This EGS session low is also magnet for the price. I was just waiting for. Okay, we are still. I'm not predicting anything. That's what my bias look like. I want price to rebalance back to this inefficiency, but if price still respect that bullish momentum, I'm not touching the market. I'm not touching the market, guys. Always be reactor of the market. Do not try to predict the market. Okay, market will go bearish after sweeping the sell side liquidity, and a lot of time price didn't fall back after sweeping the buy side liquidity, and you blame yourself like you are not professional trader. Your analysis is not actually so much good, and you feel like, oh okay, you just mentally create that mental barriers. Yeah, that's another stuff. Let's jump back to the topic. So yeah, right here I would just be watching the PA. Okay, I'm still confident, guys. The reason because didn't end up sweeping any sort of lows right here. We are just generating liquidity in the whole overnight session. We have midnight open right here. If we invert these gaps, I basically looking for sell right here. Okay, because right here we just ended up sweeping the buy side liquidity. Big drag candle for the downside. Didn't get any sort of entry. Okay, I'm just waiting. Okay. Okay, we didn't get our entry model. Price straight dump. That's why I told you I'm not touching the market. I'm not touching the market. I'm not freaking crazy. Oh, price dump like oh, price dump more than 50 points. I should put my sell. I should put my sell limit. Okay, because I already predicted the market. Market should dump and market is dumping. Why I didn't get my entry model? Okay, this is not this and that why. Be relax. Relax, guys, relax. It's just the market. We'll get another opportunity another day. Just waiting. Right now, what I'm doing, that's I told you guys right here. I told you I'm pressing I'm looking for sell after if we got this inverse fair value gap just because we ended up sweeping that buy side liquidity. We have all the generated sell side liquidity, and I'm still pretty much confident that market would move toward the Asia session low and at least this midnight open. So I'm just waiting for price to give me some sort of confirmation like okay, I'm just like internal manipulation like as a turtle soup model. If we rebalance back to this inefficiency right here, like what I want right here, I would just basically want something like build some sort of price action right here, and yeah, so that would be my technical turtle soup entry. This is what I am expecting right here because okay, that's what I'm expecting, guys. If price didn't do anything like what I'm expecting, I will not touching the market. Okay, start bottom. No, straight dump, guys. Hit the midnight open. Oh, oh god. Anyways, that's our target. Oh, our target is Asia session low is already hit, guys. Okay. Okay, that's completely fine, guys. We have sometimes we have to deal with these kind of days also just because we are so much confident the price should move low, but it didn't get our entry model. We have to just patiently watching the market. This is how you can build your discipline, guys. Discipline is not something, the thing you can build in a day, on a couple of hours, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That's a long term process, and you have to submit yourself through the process. You have, this skill actually take time. Like right here, I'm watching, even in the live market, I'm doing this trade. I was actually, guys, I was just watching the market. Okay, if I didn't got any sort of entry, I'm not taking any trade. Anyways, this is how I create my daily bias. So let's jump to the another day. Right here, I'm not showing like who is right and I was wrong and how I ended up catching this trade. I'm just showing you how I create my conviction, how I create my daily bias, what's the actual four reason of market move, how I take advantage of actual four reason in my daily bias so that I can create my conviction, I can build my conviction. Because if you don't know like how price react at this certain level, why price moving that, okay, if you have bearish bias, if you even you don't know why you are bearish, so it doesn't make sense. You have to build confidence and conviction, and conviction and confidence all only build with if you know the reason behind your daily bias. Yeah, if you are I was saying bearish just because I was no the reason behind that. I was no, guys, I told you like price completely generating sell side liquidity. Right here we have in a 4 hour inefficiency in which I'm expecting price to move just because market moved to rebalance back to inefficiency. I was saying like, okay, we are far premium in the range, I want price to rebalance back to equilibrium just because that's the reason why market move to rebalance back to equilibrium, rebalance back to inefficiency to hunt that generated buy side or sell side liquidity. Okay, we hunt that buy side liquidity. Okay, we have generated sell side liquidity. That's how I create my conviction. That's how I create my conviction. You don't need to worry about anything like this and that. Just so much simple thing. And let's jump to the Friday, guys. Think, yeah, Friday. This is why I told you after that all-time highs, I expect less efficient PA. Okay, on the high time frame, we still have this unfilled inefficiency of the 4 hour. Still have that inefficiency right here in which I'm expecting price to fall back down. Or either we do something like, guys, no, let's wait. We actually have time. Let's watch some PA. Okay, okay, no worries, guys. We just ended up creating 4 inefficiency, we didn't tag into them, and again right here we create one more inefficiency, sweep out the buy side liquidity, the same conviction that we had yesterday. Basically I'm not trading this kind of P because that's all actually also important, because making money is not even important. Okay, we make money right here. Okay, we made money in this move on the Wednesday move. Okay, yesterday we didn't get an entry model. Today I'm not actually liking the price action where we are right now on the, we just straight move. What we ended up doing, yeah, I'm not telling like we didn't end up generating, we generate actual these two equal lows. Sell side liquidity, we have this sell side liquidity right here, we actually have this sell side liquidity right here, we have this sell side liquidity right here. Even though that's easy session low, even though we have an unfilled inefficiency right here, I still want price to rebalance back to this inefficiency, but the PA is not as much efficient. How I'm saying like PA is not much efficient, like guys, compare this PA to this PA. Right here we actually reading everything. Okay, we are reading sweep out sell side liquidity, generate buy side liquidity, invert that gap. Right here what you are saying, like I'm not seeing right here nothing. I'm not, I don't know what you want to do right here. We just straight bot, like straight bottom, move down, straight bottom, don't have any P, don't have any P actually. Okay, okay, now we have enough conviction right here. Okay, just because what we ended up doing, we just ended up moving higher, one touch, two touch, and sweep out buy side liquidity. Internal buy side was sweep. Okay, internal buy side was sweep. What we ended up doing, I just told you what we ended up doing right here. We just generating sell side liquidity right here. We just invert this gap. We just invert this gap right here. We just ran through bullish inefficiency, created bearish inefficiency, which told us market is aligned for the sell side. We just ran through this gap. Okay, guys, this 1 hour inefficiency, I'm talking about this 1 hour inefficiency. We just straight displacement back down. Super buy side liquidity, internal buy side was sweep, displacement back down for the sell side. Okay, on the high time frame, what we are doing? Zoom out. On the high time frame, what we are doing? We are just far premium in the range. What four reasons look like? Four reasons look like this. We have to rebalance back to inefficiency, rebalance back to equilibrium. We have generated sell side liquidity. Okay, that makes sense. makes sense, guys. On the higher time frame, actually want price to move lower. We actually want price to rebalance back to inefficiency. We have generated sell side liquidity, right? We have generated sell side liquidity right here. Okay, we want price to move lower just because we have reason. We have reason just because we have generated sell side liquidity. Okay, on the higher time frame, price right here, price actually gave us confirmation. What confirmation look like? We just ended up ran through bullish inefficiency. We created bearish inefficiency. Okay, even though technically we do CSD right here. I was zoomed in. Yeah, I'm pretty much confident in this lag. Actually, I'm so much confident in this lag. Even though if I use standard deviation right here. Okay, first target is already hit and second target aligned with us. Also good confirmation, guys. So back to the point. So again, guys, what we're doing from the last 10-20 minutes, we just waiting for price to reach our key level. How we create our key level? Just like okay, same reason, guys. Mark fib right here, waiting for price to rebalance back to inefficiency. Inefficiency, right? We have this buy side liquidity, even though we have this buy side liquidity right here. Okay, we are actually bearish. We are actually bearish, so we still want price to reach our key level. How we create the daily bias? Like right here, I want this. I want something like this. Market should move higher. Take this buy side or maybe this buy side, then again fall back to this sell side to that's maybe whatever our target is to maybe all this sell side and that sell side. Okay, that's what my bias look like. How I create my bias? Higher time frame we actually flip bearish. On the higher time frame actually flip bearish. On the lower time frame I still want price to doing the same. Rebalance back to inefficiency, rebalance back to equilibrium, hunt liquidity, and then we going to target the generated by side of sell side liquidity. Oh, guys, things make sense. How it makes sense is because what we ended up doing right here, generating sell side liquidity, generating sell side liquidity, generating sell side liquidity, generating sell side liquidity. So this is pool for the price to move. Actual pool. That's one hour inefficiency which we ended up creating right here. Okay, bias ended up playing. Okay, this is 1 hour inefficiency we ended up creating. Like on the 1 hour, okay. Actually looking simple. Rebalance back to inefficiency and equilibrium and hunt internal bias liquidity which we have on the lower time frame. We can see it clearly. Just waiting, guys. Market open. Okay. Sweep out buy side liquidity. Sweep out both buy side liquidity. Not have enough conviction. Just because there is no inversion right here. We have no CSD right here. Okay, what we ended up doing? What we ended up doing right here, we just ended up sweep out buy side liquidity. Again, buy side sweep, internal buy side sweep. Ran through this bearish inefficiency. Ran through this bullish inefficiency inverse. So that's actually so big moves. I just wait for price to rebalance back equilibrium, or this is what I'm going to do. Like how I create this because I just marked out the Fibonacci right here. I just wait for price to rebalance to equilibrium, even though we have this huge breaker block right here. Okay, entry put in, slapping 10 cons right here and just putting the stop loss at this inefficiency high. No, no worries, it happens sometime. It happens sometime. We still have generating sell side liquidity. Stop order filled. Okay, okay, okay. I don't wanna miss it. I don't wanna miss it. This is actually move. Okay, price again give us entry confirmation. Sweep out by side liquidity. Again did change in state of delivery right here. I missed my first entry right here just because I was teaching you because but I actually take entry right here. Stop would be here and targeting these lows and these lows. This is what I want to see. If our first stop loss was hit it right here, nothing, guys, nothing, right? We sweep out buy side liquidity, internal buy side was sweep, displacement back down for this sell side. We ended up creating this inefficiency. We just wait for price to rebalance back to equilibrium. We take our entry, stop loss at this candle high, stopped out. Okay, stopped out. No worries, right here we again taking trade, target this sell side and this sell side. Okay, stop loss break even. Probably I absorb 80 to 90% position right here and let my runner till this. Oh, this is how we create our daily bias. It's actually simple. It's actually simple. Nothing crazy. Let me recap. On the 1 hour time frame, we sweep out buy side liquidity. Again, sweep internal buy side liquidity. We give description for the buy sell side. We just ended up ran through this bullish inefficiency. Okay, we have generated sell side liquidity. That's my reason. That's my reason. On the high time, I still want price to rebalance back to this gap. Rebalance back to this whole inefficiency right here. Whole inefficiency. After that, we give displacement for the buy sell side. I just again wait for what my four reason look like. My four reason look like rebalance back to inefficiency, rebalance back to equilibrium, and then going to target the sell side liquidity. What we're doing right here, we give displacement for the sell side. I just waiting for price to rebalance back to inefficiency, which we have right here. One inefficiency. Sweep out buy side liquidity. We just sweep the buy side liquidity. Internal buy side was sweep, and then displacement back down. This first entry completely right, stopped out. Again, gives second chance to this entry. Taking entry, stop. Taking entry, TP got smacked. Completely lovely trade, guys. So in this video, I completely break down how I create my daily bias. Whenever I come to the market, I do top-down analysis in which I just watching what higher time frame drawn liquidity, what higher time frame trend look like. If you are bearish, so I just wait for internal PA to show me we are bearish, then align time frame, wait for four reason why market move, mark out your key level, do not try to rush anything, wait for price to reach your key level, then got confirmation, inversion CSD, then take trade, then target opposing buy side or sell side liquidity. This is how you can create your daily bias. I hope after watching this video, you don't need to worry about anything. You don't need to watch any videos about daily bias. I hope this video will help you. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So, peace out. See you in the next one.